Hi everyone and welcome back to Freezing Pulse in PoE 1. So, I have leveled up once more, so we are now sitting on level 97, and I just added in the 4% cast speed while holding a shield node over here, because I didn't have any other immediate thing that I could have put this in, and this was the biggest help at the moment, right? So, there is maybe a situation to go for this large jewel socket up here for level 100, or to switch in a cluster jewel at some point and get a couple of things out of that at some point as well, right? Other than that, I'm pretty much on the same gear, except I finally upgraded my helmet. I just bought one with 120 life, which is tier 2, yes, but it's alright. We had tier 3 armor, yes, on there, and then we had... Oh, okay, yeah, the tier 1 life defense armor. Right, that's the max life armor hybrid. I didn't even realize that. And then I just needed some lightning res, and the Exalted gave us the life regen, which is also a-okay. And then we crafted cold and chaos res on there. Just one of the chaos rolls was needed, basically. I probably should have gone for, like, lightning. But as you can see, our chaos res is now at 59%. So I also qualityed up the rings, right, for the resistance modifiers on this one, because we do have a decent amount of chaos res on here. I think I did the same thing on this one as well, right? Yes, exactly. Cool. So yeah, implicit on the helmet, now we have 9% cast speed. This has been achieved with the greater Exarch embers, right? And 6% of fist damage taken from hits is, or 6% of fist damage taken as cold damage from hits, right? Just to complement the 10% that we have here. So that is bolstering up our defenses a little bit. I was able to do this because our Enlighten has actually leveled up to level 3, right? So there we go. Other than that, the gear is still the same, right? I haven't changed anything else, and an updated path of building link will be in the description down below. You will have the whole loadout things as well, right? The leveling setup, one of the mid-game setups, and then the current state. This is basically what I am playing with right now. So, instead of mapping, which we have shown a couple of times, let's go for a Sirus kill this time around. That is a boss we haven't shown in a while, and it is one of the bosses that I actually really enjoy right now. It was one of my worst enemies back in the day when I started playing, but now I really like the mechanics of the boss. Well, most of them, at least, are quite fun. And having a build that achieves like 30% chill really helps, right? You slow down the action speed of Sirus quite a bit, well, all the bosses, right? And that just helps you read the boss's movement, the attacks, makes it a little bit easier for you to actually react. Now, granted, for boss fights, it's better to not have use when charges reach full on your flask, so you can manually trigger whatever flask you actually need. I'm not willing to go through that process, though, of switching out my flask, or my flasks, multiples, right, when a fight is about to go down. So yeah, I'm just sticking to what we have. But as you can see, that is decent damage. 30% chill, 50% shock, right? So the shock is decent damage up, right? It's really a good multiplier for us. And the chill, as I said, just helps you reading what the boss is doing. Here we go. Next phase will start. I have lost track of him though, which is okay. There we go. I just scoot over when we need to. Get out of this one. Let's not stand where this will hit us. There we go, that's another phase down. Sirus basically only becomes really dangerous when he enters his last phase. but even that one shouldn't be that big of a deal. I have dealt with Sirus on way less damage before, maybe a quarter of the damage, and it was still fine, right? Also depends on how familiar you are with a boss. Of course, that has to be factored in as well, I do realize that. And as stated, Sirus, I had my issues with him early on while playing. However, over the years, I have familiarized myself with this boss quite a bit. And as you can see now, we have our Wall Cold Snap charged up, so for the last phase, this is quite helpful to get up to like maybe 3 power charges, which is already a decent bit to have, right? It will just smoothen out our crit chance, and it will also give us a little bit more mana regen, which that one we don't really need that much. Let's get our curse up. Yeah, we are on 4 power charges. Very good. Oh. Walked in front of that again. Go. Let's stand close here. I plan to just react to the voice line there, which I expected a different attack. But that's fine, right? We have one more of these. Oh, there he is. Try to use, there we go, the movement speed flask for the triple meteor thing. And now we just finished the job. Like that. Annihilation support. That is an exceptional one. Ah, the helmet, finally. Awesome. What is this? Killing blows with supported skills cause enemies to have 25% chance to explode, dealing a 10th of their max life as damage of a random element. Oh, interesting. Oh, whoopsie daisy. That sells for like 2 chaos. Okay, yeah, it's not leveled, obviously, and it doesn't have any quality, so quality will give you better explode chance. I see. Okay, cool. That is an interesting thing to get. And finally, we do have the Crown of the Inward Eye. You guys know that I do like that helmet for Mind Over Matter builds, especially. So we will keep that on the side here. And we can... There we go. Let's store this up. I will store... No, I actually will level it in my offhand. There we go. Anything interesting here? I think the weapon penetrates cold res is the one, right? Yeah, that's the Redeemer mod on here. Okay. And this... Crit multi. Wow, that's tier 1 crit multi. You get it up to 20% crit multi on a helmet. That's actually quite cool. But yeah, that is the current state of the build. As mentioned, PoE will be in the description down below. I think I will play a little bit more on this build as well, just to maybe level it up a little bit more, maybe find some other ways to improve the build. Current state though, I'm very, very happy with it. Right, 4200 health, 3600 ES, feels pretty decent while mapping, and Aegis Aurora also. Really cool throughout mapping, right? I probably should recraft my Stygian Wise though, right? Get a little bit of Chaos Res on that, and that would cap us out quite easily. So maybe that's what I will be going for. I will see. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. And as always, take care. Bye.